I live? Hello? Am I live? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone see me? It says that I'm live. Hopefully, I'm not tethered to my smartphone because that would be problematic yet again. Can anyone hear me, see me, comment, say something? Let me know that I am not only talking to myself, I am talking to other people as well. Can you hear me? We're going to get started right at 5. Hey, it is 5:30. I'm excited for this because I think this is a pretty cool opportunity if you choose to take advantage of it. See me and hear me. I hate this. Hey, what am I? Can you hear me and see me? All right, so I can hear and see myself. I've had internet issues since the internet went out for like half a day, like last month. And I always mean to call to see if we can get it figured out. I got to do that. That's a thing on the to-do list. Can you guys hear me out there? It looks like I might be frozen or something. Hopefully you can hear me because I think I've got a pretty cool video. If you can hear me, like, let me know if are you guys sports fans? Any sports fans in the building? Let me know because I think that the opportunities that we're going to talk about throughout this training, live, whatever you want to call it, they're going to involve both sports and what's happening right now, because right now what's happening is sports. And I think there's a golden opportunity to jump on stuff that's going to start trending. If you are familiar with life, if you're familiar with what goes around in the United States and what happens almost like clockwork, you're going to see there's a lot of opportunity out there. We're going to talk about some stuff that is non-sports related. We're going to cover a lot. And as always, when I do my lives, I sit in the dark because it's already like 85 degrees in here. But hello, everyone. My name's Alston Godbold. Thank you for stopping by. I help people make money with affiliate marketing, as you can see on my channel. We are fastly approaching 10K, which is a huge milestone, which I'm excited about. And we need to figure out a way to celebrate 10K because that's a huge milestone for a number of reasons. But let's see. Let me just do this real quick. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I see some people are on. I think there's some issues. I think part of my issue is the computer issues, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So as you can see, this is my channel. Go ahead, like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified. If you want like real advice, if you want real ways to make money, I don't do any of the make $100 in 38 seconds while you are sleeping type of stuff. These are real ways that real people, myself and other people, are making money on the internet and various niches. So let's go ahead and get into it without further ado. Right now, October, whatever today is, October 6th. Whenever October hits, it reminds me of October 15th. And on October 15th, that's when college players of all levels, so Division 1 through Division 3, can start practicing with their team. And why is that important? Why would anyone care about that? The next thing I start thinking about is something called March Madness. And what you're seeing on the screen right here is something called Google Trends. If you don't know, you can find trending topics. And on Google Trends, I like to look for things that are going to start happening. And right now, with the NCAA, it's going to start trending. As you can see, like clockwork, it goes up consistently. We kind of have to throw out loving your work, big fan from the UK. Hey, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, Chris. Last year was an anomaly, but you can see the years before that, like clockwork, the NCAA men's basketball, women's basketball is going to take center stage. Now, why is that an opportunity? How is that an opportunity? If we go back over here, I searched college basketball. College basketball starts to bubble on the beginning of October in something called March Madness. Now, what I did was I searched March Madness and Ahrefs. And as you can see, the keyword difficulty for March Madness isn't too difficult. If we look at it, I think the most difficult one is maybe 16. There's 19,000 monthly searches. And Midnight Madness, basically, if you don't know, it's where college kids and it's where both the men's and women's college basketball teams, they basically they start playing at midnight because that's when you can officially start practicing is at midnight. And so it's a big like pomp and circumstance. It's like the official beginning of of college basketball season, which, if you know, is a huge deal. And so I looked up Midnight Madness, and it's getting thousands of searches, 19,000 searches per month. And if these people are looking up March Madness MSU 2015, do you think they're willing to buy March Madness apparel? The answer, of course, is yes. And you can find, I'm fairly certain, if we go to shareasale.com, they used to be the affiliate program for college athletics, but you could always fall back to Amazon. Go to Amazon.com. There's all sorts of books out there that you could sell and promote. One of the largest teams is like Kentucky, or Wisconsin is pretty big here. You could find different collegiate stuff to promote right through Amazon if you can't get into ShareASale. You can in fact start with Amazon and then move on to ShareASale, but this is just one way. So taking advantage of what's happening, what will happen like clockwork every single year, take advantage of that and you can make money. So that's just one way. You could also do the same thing with NHL hockey. NHL hockey is starting, I believe the games start next week, the first games. Like right now we're in the preseason, and if we look consistently over 5 years, it goes through this little dip, and then you can see we're going to start going up. And you could start creating content about NHL hockey and make money. Again, you can use all sorts of affiliate programs that are out there. But if you don't like sports, if you have no interest in creating content about sports, that's fine. There's other opportunities out there. Thanksgiving's coming up. Did you guys see I did a YouTube short / TikTok and Facebook and, all the short format things about Thanksgiving. If we did Thanksgiving, I'm going to spell Thanksgiving wrong. Thanksgiving, like clockwork, is always going to happen. And in fact, you can see right now would be the perfect time to start creating content about Thanksgiving 2021. You could even do Black Friday. And one of my videos, I actually showed a YouTube channel that's doing this. And again, this will work for YouTube. This will work for really any social media platform. And as you can see right now, so in 2020, September 20th through September 26th, it was dead. There was nothing there. But as you can see, October 18th, people become interested, and then it spikes. Every year you can count on this. And if you don't know, if you don't have an idea of the holiday schedule, most people don't, I know that I don't, you could do holiday calendar 2020, and then you can do the same thing and you can get ahead of the curve. And the type of content that you can create, if we go back to Google Trends here, Black Friday, you could do like the 10 best deals for 2020. I mean, that's what Yahoo does. If you've ever looked at Yahoo and you looked at CNN, they're doing the 20 best Black Friday deals, and they're putting in potentially affiliate links. CNET does it. Everybody is doing it, and you can take advantage of this too. If we go over to YouTube, I know I've got a bunch of tabs open, but I mean, if you like look, there's ways to just like get in front of the money. People are going to spend money anyway. You just need to find a way to get in front of a little bit of it, and your life will become much easier. So if we go to if we type in Black Friday, and I may have done this on the last live, I promise you guys, I'm a better speller than this. It's my keyboard. Black Friday 2021. So we hit enter. We take a look at Black Friday 2021. And while that's working, okay, so here we go. 2 months ago, this person, Gina, uploaded about Black Friday. She has 2,000 views. Keep It Classy Tech, 3.9 thousand views on Black Friday. And this was streamed 1 month ago. And if you don't know the answer to this stuff, go over to Google and go Black Friday deals, Walmart. As you can see, people are doing this. Walmart 2021. And you're going to be able to find, and what you can say is like, hey, here are the expected Black Friday deals for 2021. You put your affiliate links in, you're creating content. People are going to consume this because they're already looking forward to it. You can do this like clockwork. Valentine's Day, the 10 best Valentine's Day gift for him or her or your kids or your grandparents or your loved ones, whatever it may be. But if you don't want to worry about holidays, there is yet another opportunity out there, which I really like. One of the opportunities, so we did Midnight Madness, review, simple a simple website on review. And we're going to look at this in a few different ways, but I typed in review and we're going to look at all of the keywords. As you can see, there are 11 million keywords. It's 61 million monthly searches with just review. And then you're probably wondering, well, how can I get in front of this? First thing we can do is we can sort the keyword difficulty by we could do 5 or less, or we could do 0. So let's do 5 or less for now. We'll hit apply, and you're gonna see there are thousands of products that could be reviewed, and you could make money. If you look at this, there's 22 million monthly searches for keyword difficulty of 5 or less. This top result here is getting 14,000 monthly searches. Now, I'm hesitant to click on some of this stuff because some of this stuff probably is not safe for work, but you can see out here that people are creating, or there are opportunities to create review videos or review blog posts. You could even do review Pinterest pins. Now, one thing that I really like about Pinterest, and not a lot of people realize this, is that your Pinterest pins can actually rank in Google. So that would be a way of borrowing domain authority from Pinterest in order to better rank. So what you could do, and what I recommend that you do if you're looking for maybe like a shortcut, is create a blog post or a YouTube video for a review that you find on here. I'm going to look this one up on a different screen here. It gets 4,000 searches per month. So what you can do is create a piece of content that is a review. And then you could go over to Pinterest and you could title your content whatever review, and you're borrowing someone else's domain authority. Let's see. It looks like this might be some sort of health thing or clothing. So I'm going to open that up and I'll share it with you in just a second. But I mean, you can do this even if you want to change this to 0. We'll change the monthly searches to 0, and you're going to see on here that there's opportunity. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you're consistent and persistent with this. But I mean, there's opportunity right here if you wanted to do this. So look at this Gleam toothbrush review, 1.7 thousand monthly searches. This is a toothbrush that you can find over on Amazon. So if I copy this, I'm going to paste it in just like, come on. Right. So my computer fights with me whenever I go live. But so we're going to look that up. And if we scroll down here, you can see there are people that are creating reviews. And then what we can do is we have more opportunity. So if we go here, I'm just going to open up a couple of these. So I'm going to open up this one. I'm going to open up, I don't know what that is. I'm going to open this one up. I don't know what it is. I'm going to open up this one. And what we're going to do is we could potentially find even more keywords. Hopefully I'm still live here, but let's see. If we go back over here, you can see, look at this website here. This website wouldn't appear to have a high domain authority. What we can do to verify that is we can copy this, go back over to Ahrefs, and we can go Site Explorer, and then we can, when this works here, then we're going to paste in the domain here. So I'm pasting in the domain, and then I'm just going to get rid of everything after the domain, hit search, and now we have the potential to find a whole bunch more keywords and make even more money. So we're going to take a look at the so the rank is good for us. 1 million is a good sign that they're ranking in the top 10 with 1 million. We can look at these keywords here when they load. But if we go back over here, so we could, this website just gave us a whole niche. This is an entire niche, electricteeth.com. They create an entire website about toothbrushes. So that's an opportunity that we didn't know that was there. We're going to get rid of that one. We can also go back over here. It looks like this is the same website. All right, so maybe it's the same site. That's fine. But this is an opportunity. So while that's working, let's talk about another way that you can make money. So we talked about, we'll get rid of Midnight Madness because, we're not interested in sports. We talked about review. Another way that you can make money is simply with under. The word under sounds weird. But we could do like under. we could do under 100. And again, my computer likes to fight with me when I go live, so this kind of moves much slower than I like, and so I wind up clicking a bunch of times. So we could do under 100. We're going to click apply. Right now, we'll see, and we'll talk about the opportunity that comes up with that. So if we go back over to this one, we're just going to get rid of this like that. We can, we'll leave that there, but let's go back here. Let's go, and so where are we at here? Come on, there we go. So under 100, cheap laptops under 100. Do you think that's people interested in buying stuff? There's 724,000 monthly searches. There's almost 100,000 keywords for the keywords under and 100. Now we could change this once again. Let's change it to 5 or less and see what's out there. And we'll see what comes back. But this is another way that you could, and this is probably like the most straightforward basic way, is you create a website with like, or YouTube channel with 5 cheap queen mattresses under $100. That's people that are willing to buy cheap window air conditioners under 100. Let's look at that. That has 5,000 monthly searches. So we're going to copy this. And we're going to, let's put it in YouTube and see what happens. If my YouTube loads correctly, we're also going to put this in a blog because we know that this word's non-competitive. This keyword is non-competitive. So we want to take a look at the blogs that are doing this. But you could create an entire website with cheap window air conditioner under $100. And then you put the links to the products that you're recommending. And I'll show you the best way to do the products in just a moment. But we want to take a look and see best window air conditioners in 2020. This has 23,000 views. They have 233,000 subscribers. Best $50 portable air conditioner 2021. I'll be interested to see what their subscriber is. But if we look at this third one here, 6 most energy efficient window air conditioner for low cost cooling. 6.1 thousand views, 1.42 thousand subscribers. So you don't need to be this huge mega channel in order to get traffic. The one below it, 41,000 views, only 5.3 thousand subscribers. So there's tons of opportunity here. And oh, by the way, we could click on here, Air Conditioner Lab, and see what type of content they're creating. And then we can reverse engineer or work backwards if you're not fancy like I am. But let's go back over to cheap window air conditioner. So that's on Amazon. If we go Walmart, holdair.com. Let's open that one up and see what they're talking about. niftyreads.com. Let's take a look at that one. And again, what we're doing is we're just kind of doing a deep dive and looking at all of the opportunities, taking what we know and what we think we know and turning it into potential income. Now, obviously, there's no guarantee that any of this will work, but you can see here, I mean, this is plain as day. If we take a look at this website probably isn't this huge mega site. They've just put in consistent work. I've actually been on this website before. I think this website has a surprisingly high domain authority. I can't remember though, so I'm going to copy this. Let's go back over to, let's do this one. We're going to paste it in, go .com here, and we'll take a look. But I'm going to close this toothbrush one. Nifty Reads, we'll take a look at Nifty Reads. And what we're looking at, let's look at the number of words that you would have to write in order to rank. If we scroll all the way down here, and we're just going to get an average. Now, the number of words you have to write, there's no guarantee that you'll rank if you outright this, but you can see that they're only writing 2,900 words, and most of the words here are basic information. Which is the cheapest air conditioner? What is the smallest AC window unit? You can look that information up. These are all kind of like product descriptions where it's not really like intensely difficult type of content that you need to create. But you can see here, this is something that you can do. And we found this just by looking up, we looked up under and $100. And as you can see, there's 209,000 monthly searches, 2,000 keywords, almost 3,000 keywords. And you just create content. You could create a YouTube video. And what I'd recommend that you do is I'd recommend, if you don't want to show your face, what I recommend that you do is is go over to Amazon. So if we go to Amazon.com, I actually want to look at that one. So I'll come back to that one. So I want to go to Amazon.com, and we could type in cheapest air conditioner. We could paste in our keyword. So if we go back over to this one and we copy this like that, Amazon's going to tell you, because Amazon's a search engine and people are going directly over to Amazon and they're pasting in their questions. Cheap window air conditioners under 100, or we could do window air conditioners and then just kind of sort and filter and then go from there. So if we click on this, as you can see, showing results for cheap window air conditioner under 100. If we look, some of these are top 2 are sponsored, but they did their best to try and find ones under 100. If this doesn't work out, we could just do window air conditioners. So we'll delete this. We'll delete that like that, and we hit enter. It's going to come back with all window air conditioners. And then what we can do is we can set max to $100 like that. Click on go. Whenever my kids hear that I'm doing a live stream, they try their best to be a part of the live stream. So we sorted by 100 or less. And then what we can do is, right now it's on featured. We can do by customer review, just like that. Or we could sort by high to low. But these are going to be the ones that customers have had the most success with. We know that these are the best and the cheapest. You just want to make sure that you go through and find a few that are under 100, and then there you go. It's really as easy as that. And what you can do is you can find B-roll images over on Pexels. You can find still images and just do, if you're using video editing software, you can do something like a zoom, a slow zoom, and so that it kind of like blows up over a period of time. That'll help with your retention rate. So we have review. We have under. We could also do cheap or cheapest. Why don't we do that? We could do cheap, comma, cheapest, EST, like that. Hit enter, and we're going to take a look at those keywords, but that wasn't even where I was going. Oh, so look at this one. 16 million ranks. They have 20,000 keywords, guys. So this YouTube, or this blog would be ripe for the picking. You want to go through, click on organic keywords, and find the keywords that you could rank for. I imagine if they're ranked 20th, there's a lot of opportunity. Cheap window air conditioners under 100. Safest electric heater, leave unattended. That's interesting. So electric heaters could be an entire niche. Garage heaters, an entire niche. As you can see here, there's, this kind of opened us up to a whole new world that we weren't really, a wood stove with blower, low watts AC. As you can see, you could go through and create content on all of this if you wanted to. There's a whole new world, as the Disney song goes. So we've done, as I mentioned, we've done review, we've done under, so like under $100. If we do cheap or cheapest, there's 52 million monthly searches, 5 million keywords. If we go over and we change the keyword difficulty to 5 or less, people are asking the question like, what's the cheapest X for Y? And you can use that as an education. Cheapest cars for sale. Cheap trick songs, cheap window air conditioners under 100. Some of these are probably not safe for work, but cheap deep freezer under 100. Now we have a new niche, deep freezers. We could create content about deep freezers and look at, it has zero competition, 3.3 thousand monthly searches. So if it has zero competition, hopefully you guys can't hear that. If it has zero competition, that probably means there are a bunch of small websites that are all over this. So if we look at, if we look up the cheap deep freezer, we can take a look and see which websites are ranking for this. bargainstobounty.com. We could open that up. We could go entertaining finds. It's probably a large website. But as you can see, we just did it again. We found a whole nother avenue. Another place that we could go is we've done cheap. We could do versus. I really like versus because versus means that people have made a decision. They've narrowed it down to one or two. So we could type in VS or versus like that. Hit enter. and you're going to take a look. There's a lot of opportunity here too. And this is all just basic stuff. When you start thinking like this, you'll see that there's opportunity just about everywhere. In fact, you could, in theory, you could look around wherever you're sitting at right now and listening to this live stream and come up with probably 10 different niche ideas or 10 different items that could lead to niche ideas. What you could do is take any products that you have in front of you. For example, I'm looking at like a gift card. We could go through and look up gift cards and then see if there's a way to make money from gift cards, which of course there is. So if we look at this versus or VS, we have 164 million monthly searches, 26 million over keywords. So if we, once again, we narrow down this to 5 or less, the keyword difficulty to 5 or less, you are going to see that there's opportunity. And one thing that you'll have to do, the only drawback to this one, I realized when I was looking through this, is you have to get rid of the sports teams. Unless you're willing to do something like when they talk about Mavs versus Clippers, you could create an entire website of like sports versus, where you're talking about the historical references of the Mavs versus the Clippers. So the number of wins and losses, the most points scored, high performers, things like that. And then you could link out to different affiliate programs like the NBA or things like that. Most likely, and in a lot of cases, if people are looking up Mavs versus Clippers, they're usually looking up current scores. So that's going to be the only drawback to that. But what we can do, and as you can see, all of these are searched frequently, and they kind of get consumed by the big dogs. But if you filter this out, there are tons of opportunity. For example, I found a website where a guy was doing this exact thing, and he was going through and finding different computer components, and he was doing comparisons that way. I'm going to try and cycle through, and this actually took me a while to do, because I had to go through and I had to type in exclude the Cardinals and exclude the Padres. I had to kind of exclude all of that. But even when I went through it, he was simply doing verses on different computer components that weren't difficult at all. Hopefully I can find it quickly. But this is another opportunity as well, when you do simple comparison or verses. And again, this all can lead to different niches. And what people are doing is they're going over to Amazon and they're typing in, or let's use this one, LG 5000 BTU window air conditioner. What they're doing is they're copying this, just like this, and this might even work. So they're copying this, they are pasting it right into Google, and then they're typing versus. And then, as you can see, 5,000 BTU window air conditioner versus 6,000. If we click on that one and scroll down, you're going to see people are creating content on simple comparisons. If we see, we'll go past Walmart, learn. All right, so I don't see any, but just think about when you're starting affiliate marketing, think about it like this. Or if you're trying to get to that next level, whatever your level is, think about it like this. How do you search, or how do you find the information that you're looking for? Because you are just like billions of other people out there. When you don't know what you don't know, you're asking Google and YouTube questions. How do I? My kids got yo-yos, so this is going to be a perfect example. We got yo-yos a couple days ago. How do I wind a yo-yo? Is a question that I asked. How do I do tricks with yo-yo? So a person that has no idea what to do when it comes to yo-yos, you're asking basic questions. But then as you become more experienced with yo-yos, you start asking questions like best yo-yo for 6-year-olds, or like what type of string do I need? These are all basic questions that people can ask about yo-yos, and you're making, and there's someone on the other side that's answering these questions and making money. Now you can replace that with whatever it is that you're interested in, that you like, that you dislike. People at the very top are asking questions like, how do I do this? Or, best yo-yos under $10, or best yo-yos for kids. These are all questions that people are asking. In fact, if we go over here, let's do this. I'm going to go over here. And again, I'm only doing this because, we're talking, my kids just got yo-yos. And so that's the excitement in the Godbold household is the yo-yo. So we could do, we could type in best yo-yo. Best yo-yo. And we're going to hit enter. And this will be the one time where there's no keywords for this. But so we typed in just best in yo-yo. And we'll see what happens. Because you'll see, so best in yo-yo, 7.8 thousand monthly searches, 1,200 keywords. Top result has 3.1 thousand monthly searches. Best yo-yo band, best responsive yo-yo, best professional yo-yo. These are getting 150 searches per month. And these people are ready to buy. So you could create a video or a blog post or even a Facebook blog where you say like the best yo-yo tricks, or you can say best responsive yo-yo that gets 100 searches. I'm surprised that we don't see like best yo-yo 4, because that would be a way that you could go. But guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that I'm off base? Do you think this makes sense? When you start thinking about things that you've purchased recently or that you've acquired recently, and how you went about going from no knowledge in it to ready to buy, that's basically what marketing and affiliate marketing is. And that's what your job is as an affiliate marketer. Take yourself out of the consumer and put yourself into the creator. Ask yourself basic questions like, who, what, when, where, why, how, and you're going to come up with a bunch of ideas. As I mentioned, you can just look around your room wherever you are, and you can come up with ideas like these postcards. These are simple postcards. I talked about these postcards in one of my other videos. Hopefully you can see that. I think you can see that now. I talked about these postcards. You can ask questions like, best postcard or how to get postcards quickly. So why don't we do this? These are postcards. I think postcards. So postcards. So I'm just going to type in postcards, and we could do like postcards for business, or how to make postcards, how to print on demand postcards, things of that nature. As you can see, there's 397,000 monthly searches, and a result here, it says real estate postcards or postcards to swing states, Christmas postcards. That's an interesting niche. Save the date postcards. I think this is in a gold mine. We just stumbled across something here, guys, I think. So if I type in save the date postcards, okay, and people that are looking up save the date postcards, what are they saving the date for? They're probably saving the date for a wedding, most likely. I know that when we got married, that was a huge thing. We got to get those postcards in the mail. You're saving the date for a kid's birthday party, potentially. Those are probably the two biggest save the dates, and those are money making opportunities. So if we look at this, save the date postcards, cheap save the date postcards, save the date wedding postcards, these are getting searches, and this could be a way to get into like the wedding niche, or you're getting into like gifts and stuff, like the best gifts for 7-year-olds. You could link to that in your blog post, and then you could actually build your domain authority that way. So you could write low competition blog posts and point them to high competition blog posts, and then you can actually boost when people click on those links, and that'll help yourself out. But if you look at this, like save the date, you could be an affiliate for Etsy, and you could refer people over to Etsy, or you can refer people to Amazon or wherever it needs to go, and you could make money. There's opportunity there. In my opinion, when you start thinking about things differently, everything kind of just like opens up, and you get excited, and you actually kind of get a little overwhelmed with the opportunity, because there's a lot of blog posts that I want to start. There's a lot of blogs that I want to start that are in different niches, but I don't have the time. And so, yeah, I mean, you could, as I mentioned, you could do an entire thing about verses, or you could do an entire thing about air conditioners or stand mixers, or everything out there. You could do an entire YouTube channel on YouTube lighting. Think about all the YouTube channels that you watch, and they have. Oh, my thing didn't turn on. Um, they have, they have this thing in the back with the sign that says like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Or they have the mood lighting. You could create an entire YouTube channel on YouTube lighting. So let's do that. Let's type in YouTube lighting, and this may seem like I'm rambling, but in reality, that's kind of where the mind just goes when you start thinking about opportunities to build a website or build a blog. Lighting for YouTube videos, YouTube lighting setup, YouTube lighting. So this, first of all, has 5.7 thousand monthly searches, and this is just with blogging. It doesn't have anything to do with actually creating YouTube video. Lighting setup. You could do like best lighting for YouTube video. That gets 200 monthly searches. And what we could do is we could take this keyword here. We're going to copy this. We're going to go over to Google. We're going to paste this in, and then we're going to look at the websites that pop up. And so what we can do, spectrumband.com. Let's look at this vloggerpro.com. This is probably a big website. Vlogger Gear. Phil Moore is going to be a big website. But as you can see, we now have a brand new niche that we could get into and start creating content. So if we look here, best lighting, let's copy. Once again, we're just going to copy this domain name just like this. Do you guys have any questions? Let me know what you think. Do you think that like I'm talking too fast? Do you think that this doesn't make any sense? Do you think, this isn't reality? This is just a guy just on here talking. Let me know what you think, because I think this is cool stuff, in my opinion. I think once you start looking at this from you make that paradigm shift. You shift from consumer to creator. This is only a 2 million rank, so there's opportunity here. When you go from consumer to creator, and apparently this is a big website and they're only ranked 2 million. So we're going to look at all of the organic keywords. When you go from consumer to creator, you start thinking about all of the stuff. When I go to the gym, I look at all of the commercial weight equipment, because that's an entire niche. There's opportunity there. I start looking at what people are wearing, like their shoes, what type of brands they're wearing. You look and see what people are watching on TV. But if we look at this, Q&A questions for YouTubers. So their entire niche is the YouTube niche. Canon camera with microphone, YouTube questions, I saw best cameras for gaming. Question and answers. Let's change this to the keyword difficulty of 5 or less. So we do 5 or less. Click apply, and we're going to see what happens here. Guys, comment where you're from. Let me know where you're from. We know that Chris is checking in from the UK. I am in the great state of Wisconsin. If we look at this, best vlogging camera under $300, that only has a keyword difficulty of 4. Canon camera with microphone, 700 monthly searches, keyword difficulty of 4. Best lens for vlogging. These are all people that want to get into YouTube. So let's think about this for a second. If they want to get into YouTube, we know that they need a camera. We know that they probably would go for a keyword research tool like TubeBuddy. They have an affiliate program. They might actually be willing to enroll in a YouTube mastery course. You could either create that course yourself or find an affiliate program for that. They might be interested in getting their own website. So that's something else. You might get them into email marketing. So that's something else. Talk to them about the benefits of starting email marketing. What else could we get them into? We could actually get them into Canva, for example. Tell them that they can create their thumbnails for free over on Canva. You get them over to Canva. If they ever upgrade and they get the premium service, you get a commission there. We can obviously get them into affiliate programs for the camera, for video editing software, for the microphone that they're using, for the keyboard, for the computer, for the monitors. So you could build an entire business, as you can see, not terribly competitive business for a YouTube niche. Guys, let me know what you think. Does that make sense? Do you think that building an entire niche for YouTube could bring you some money, could help you make money? You could make anywhere from like 50 cents if you promote products over on Amazon. Let's say you promote a $300 computer, they pay a 3% commission. You're probably looking at $1.50 or something like that, all the way up to different affiliate programs like Matt Parr or Barr has an affiliate program over on Digistore 24. And that Digistore 24 affiliate program, it's like YouTube Mastery or something like that. They will pay $200 commission, I believe. Let me look that up so I'm not just lying to you guys. Digistore 24. So we're going to look up Digistore 24 in a second. But as you can see, I mean, you can see how you could go from 0 to 60 really, really quickly. So if I bring over Digistore 24, I'm going to expand that. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. So Tube Mastery Monetization by Matt Parr. The earnings is 266. So I was pretty close to being dead on. But I mean, this makes sense. If this person who has not a terrible AH ranks could walk this person through the steps of making not only short-term commission, reoccurring commission, this subject would be great as a complete full training package on the subject alone. Yeah. So Chris, I mean, this is like, you know, this could be an entire like business. And if we're being honest with you, this is, I know that this works because I'm actually trying to move into something like this, but you can see it. You can see the entire opportunity. You start off with a free guide to help them make money. Say, you know, leave your email address in the description. In fact, I just created a video today with 7 ways to make money on YouTube. I'll share with you how you can get it in just a moment. But start off with a free guide where you offer a step-by-step checklist to start a successful YouTube channel. Okay. Then when you get them on the checklist, you send them emails about, hey, you want to get video editing equipment. Hey, you want to get, and explain obviously what video editing equipment is. Hey, you need to get a decent microphone because people are going to listen more than they watch. Hey, you need to get, you may want to get a decent computer because you're going to want RAM for video and photo editing, and then explain exactly what that is. And when you do that, and you do it the right way, you can do this either with a YouTube channel or you can do this with a blog. If you do it the right way, you could stack commissions. And I just laid out all of the different ways. You could put in a nice little bow your microphone, your computer, your keyboard, your mouse. This is my favorite mouse. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but this mouse right here, I actually have this mouse on the computer downstairs and this one because I like it so much. I purchased a second one, and you can recommend the mouse. You can recommend, like I said, video editing. You can recommend what else is out there. TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy pays reoccurring commission, and it's free to get started. But if people start seeing success with TubeBuddy, or they see the opportunity, they're going to A, continue. B, they're going to upgrade their subscription. So you can use TubeBuddy. You can use vidIQ. I think they have an affiliate program too. Either one will work, and make money that way. So after that, the next step up is, hey, you probably, if you're struggling, if you want additional help, you could either start a course yourself, and you could do all of this through email marketing, or you could refer them over to this Tube Mastery and monetization. And there's other programs out there. But as you can see, I mean, this is one of those things where it kind of could take into a life and take a life into its own, or however it's said. And this is like a simple value ladder where you go from offering something for free all the way up to a high ticket offer. You create your own offer. You could create a group coaching program if you wanted to, and offer advice. But I mean, just kind of weaving around and moving around the internet, you found a potentially 6-figure business. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee you that you would make 6 figures, but we started here with YouTube lighting. We took best lighting for YouTube, and now, boom, we're right here with a bunch of keywords, and we have a real business. Guys, let me know what you think. If this is making sense, comment makes sense, comment yes, comment something so I know that this is making sense. But we started here from YouTube lighting. And oh, by the way, I saw cheap YouTube lighting. Once again, that's something that you could create content on and make money. I really wanted to show you guys the verses because the verses one is interesting. And one way that we could do it is we could find relatively cheap like computer equipment and do a versus this way. So let's just try this again, and it'll take me forever to filter out all of the other ones, but that's an opportunity as well. I also talked about last week, like, can you freeze? I thought can you freeze is an interesting one, simply because I feel like, and this might be, me being off base, but I think I'm pretty accurate, is people that are looking to freeze like cheese, they're looking to save money. And you can roll them into different investing plans or different banking affiliate programs, or you can even try and swing them into a way to help them make money online or start a business or something like that. And those are all opportunities as well. So let's go back over here and let's think of something else. So we did Black Friday. As you can see, last year, in my opinion, is a complete anomaly. Let's see, Syracuse, as I mentioned, Midnight Madness. People creating, asking questions about Midnight Madness are going to want to buy Syracuse college basketball stuff. You can roll them into different affiliate programs for that. If we close that, college basketball, as I mentioned, it is just getting started right now. If we look, beginning of October, just like clockwork, October 6th right here, it's at the beginning. So if you're looking for a way to get into the sports niche, I think college basketball would be ripe for the picking. As you can see, it always peaks with March Madness. You can do women's college basketball, men's college basketball. It all works. I think that I have an account with ShareASale. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I talked about Hotels.com as an affiliate program. I thought that was a pretty cool opportunity. And one way to make money with Hotels.com affiliate program or Expedia or Priceline is target sports fans. Because, for example, the Chicago Bears are going out to Las Vegas to play the Raiders in Las Vegas. First time they've been out there, there are going to be tons of Bears fans that are going out to that game just for the spectacle. They've never been out there. They don't know when they're going to get back. So if you created content for Chicago Bear fans, and oh, by the way, Justin Fields just named the starter for the rest of the year. Pretty excited about that. Oh, by the way, so like if you created that kind of content and you said, hey, look, book your tickets. Now, obviously, it might be a little late for that now, but you could have planned ahead and said, book your tickets for this game, get the best deals for this game, and then you refer them to Hotels.com or Priceline or Expedia. That's another opportunity to make money as well. If we close this one, what are we talking about here? I'm not sure. Why don't let's see if I can find one real quick. I'm going to type in GPU. GPU is a graphics card. And what we can do is I am going to find all of these graphics cards are sold out just because of the shortages and people are mining crypto. If you are building a computer and you need a graphics card, good luck. You're in trouble. So what we can do is I'm going to copy RTX 360 like this. Copy that. Going to go back over to here, paste that in, and I'm going to type in versus. Hit enter. Hopefully that works. Probably. Let's see. We'll close Black Friday, which we talked about. That's the Amazon one. Holiday calendar, we'll open that up real quick. But if we go back over here, RTX 3060, it's a graphics card, pretty popular. But if we look at this has 22,000 monthly searches, 109 keywords, and most of the words here aren't competitive. And what we can do is we can then, let's go find this low one here, RTX 2060 versus 360. We're going to copy this. Now what will probably happen is some of these keywords are going to cannibalize themselves because some people are typing in 2060 versus 3060 while other people are typing in 3060 versus 2060. And so basically it's the same thing. But if we go back over here and we paste this in, we're going to hit enter. And let's see, we can take a look and there are Windows Central. GPUcheck.com. Let's open that one up. Technical.city. That's an interesting one. We'll open that one up. And you see Reddit was one of the top results. But hopefully this makes sense, guys. This is a simple grab a product from Amazon, go over to keyword research tool, click on versus, and we can see what happens. GPUcheck.com. I think this isn't the website, but there's tons of them out there. Tons of websites out there that can work just like this. And at the end of the day, he's putting in affiliate links to both of them. So people will ultimately click on the link and he'll make money. Let's go over to this one. All that one seems to be loading slowly. And let's see. Come on. We could even take that number here, the comparison. We can put it into YouTube and create YouTube videos if that's what we want to do. Come on. You guys see my impatience when it comes to technology. My computer is gonna freak out in a second. So if I end this early, it's not because I ended it early. It's because my computer is over this whole work thing. Let's see. I can't find anything to. Come on, guys. Maybe I should stop clicking so much. That's what I tell people when this starts to happen. Stop clicking so much. Okay, so we're on a holding pattern here. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if your thoughts. Air Conditioner Lab. Oh, this is that air conditioning YouTube channel that has 1.4 thousand subscribers, but they're getting pretty good views with simple videos. And their videos aren't too long. Their videos range between, looks like 5 and 10 minutes. If we paste that in like that, hit enter. And while that's working, let's see if we can look at this. So this, I can tell you this, this website isn't terribly long. This blog post isn't terribly long. It's good because it has a bunch of data, but this is a weird domain name, technical.city. You wouldn't think technical.city would be that type of content, but we're going to close that. We can probably close some of these tabs here. Let's go over to YouTube again. And let's see. Hey, Chris, do you have a question about your niche if you're still on? We'll do that for a couple minutes. So if we look at this, top result, 510,000 views, 5.2 thousand subscribers. Let's see if we can find a smaller channel. It looks like all of these channels are pretty big, relatively big. But you can see there is opportunity. And if we hit the space bar up here, you're going to see people are asking questions, detailed questions about this comparison. And this was just like a random grab that I did. I didn't even sift through. Maybe one day, maybe next week, I'll do this video, the versus video, with all of the other ones filtered out, because it does take a while, because you have like over 100 sports franchises that you have to essentially exclude. You have to find like the magic one that will exclude the most. So like if you exclude the Yankees, it'll exclude the Yankees plus every team that they played, hopefully. But then you got to exclude like the Expos because that team's no longer around. Then you got to do the same thing for European soccer and then hockey and basketball. But I'll do a video on that. So, or maybe the next time I go live, I'll have it already pre-filtered, so that way it'll save our time here just a little bit. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if this was helpful. I think this is a pretty cool video. We kind of like ran the gambit here. We did everything from sports to technology to simple verses and review. We did a YouTube breakdown of how you could start a real successful business simply doing YouTube. And to show you that people are doing this over on YouTube, if you've ever heard of a channel called Think Media, they have 1 million subscribers. I think now they have 1 million subscribers. where they're basically doing this. They're creating content about YouTube. Think media. And everything leads back to their course. But along the way, they have affiliate links for TubeBuddy and the cameras that they recommend and all this stuff. So Think Media started with just one guy. He's not on here, but he grew into an entire brand creating content just in the YouTube space. And he's not the only one. There are tons of them out there. Tons of guys that are doing the same thing, and you can bring people along, because you have to think that there are always people that are coming onto YouTube and will eventually want to start a YouTube channel or have questions about it. But as you can see here, this guy right here, he started it. They have 1.8 million subscribers at this point, and they have an entire niche about YouTube. So let me know what you guys think. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think I've been here about an hour, maybe a little under, but this is, in my opinion, a really cool video. Affiliate Marketing Opportunities 2020. That is me. Let's see. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you for stopping by and commenting. Thank you for joining the live chat. If you joined, if you comment after this video is over, thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, I really appreciate your time. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. If not,